Welcome to the video on insights into meshing. This is the fourth video in the tutorial series. In this video, we are going to talk about the terminologies which are required or related to the mesh body. These terminologies are extremely technical and they are extremely fixed. They are widespread and used in industry. So this is going to be helpful when you have some projects with your peers in your university, under your professors, or when you are going to work in industry. There are no chances of any communication gaps which are expected from you, and there should not occur at any point. So these terminologies should be helpful for you. So let's start with it. These are the terminologies. The first terminology is a cell or an element. I have already defined element in previous video, in which I had defined how and what is meshing, the process of meshing. Then we have boundary, that are the set of lines or surfaces which will cover or conclude all the complete element inside it. Then the next is a boundary face. We have next an edge, cell center or an element center. So at some point they use cell, or at some other places they use element. They are interchangeably used. Then we have node. So here over there are all the things or terminologies explained in simple 2D mesh. The cell is one which has been highlighted over here. The boundary face is this, and the boundary will be collection of all the boundary face. Actually, the cell face will be this, a node, a cell center. And in a simple 3D mesh, the cell is actually a 3D part or a domain. The edge is explained, the boundary face is explained, and the node is explained. And let's look into what will be the final product of what a mesh body should look like. So let's focus on it. So this is the original body. This is a cylindrical part, and on which I have attached another cylindrical cell kind of structure on it, on the surface of it. So let's look at the final mesh body. This is how a mesh body should look like. Over here, you should have some point of distinctions or note things over here. So this is a highly refined mesh, though the size of elements are not very small, which you would have expected. The main points are the meshed elements or the cells are continuous in method, in ways like coming from center to outward. They are continuous, they are uniform in size. The second things, the grid lines are continuous. When there are change of phase from the top phase to the lateral phase, the grid lines are continued. The next point you should notice how I have made proper grid lines which are matching on the coating, also on the cell of that cylinder. Those are also continuous and they are matching. Then you should also make a note of that I have selected 3 elements across that cell thickness. So that is also an industry standard. You should have at least of 3 elements across the thickness. Even though if it is very small thickness, then you should also make a note of that I have exactly made 2 elements from this larger element on my cell body. So on the cylinder, if this is one cell, on the cell, if there are exactly 2 cells over there. So you should have understood that a meshed body is not equal to saying a refined body. Refined maybe having a smaller amount of smaller size of elements and large number of elements. That is not same as having a properly meshed body. A properly meshed body can have larger size of elements, smaller number of elements, smaller number of nodes. The purpose is to have a proper representation of the original extended bodies into a set of elements. That is the main purpose. So we'll stop over here. Thank you.